Hello students, let's start today's science class. And what is dates today, student? Today is 8th of June and currently we are in lesson number 4. And what is the name of our lesson, current chapter? That is skeletal system. Okay, and what are the things we are going to learn in today's class? Today we are going to learn and understand what actually is fracture. Yes, I hope you may be aware with this word fracture. How many of you are aware with this word? Raise your hands. Okay, and later we are going to understand the skeletal system in animals. Till now we have understood the skeletal system in human being, isn't it? But now today we are going to learn little bit about the skeletal system in different animals. Okay, so let's start our class with recap of things which we have learned till now. So we have learned that all our bones together in our body, they form skeletal system. Okay, what is skeletal system? All total bones in our body, they form skeletal system. And skeletal system, this skeletal system provides shape, support to our body, isn't it? And it also protects our internal organs. You remember we have talked about skull as it protects brain, then our ribs or rib cage area, this area it protects our lungs, and it also protects our heart. Yes, and one more important skeletal system, important bone of skeletal system, our backbone, without which we cannot stand erect. So these all things we have learned. Then we have also learned about joint. You remember it, how it help us to fold our arms, and in many places our body, wherever you find the movement there or able to fold the that particular part of body, it is just because of joint. See here, I am having joint, that's why I am able to fold my hand, but this area in between I am not having joint, so I can't fold my hand from here. Okay, so that we have learnt about joints. Then we have learned that there are many things which we can do to keep our bone in healthy condition. Yes, bones are very important to our body. Yes, so we should do all the things to make our bones healthy. So what can we do? We should eat healthy foods which are rich in calcium, vitamins and minerals. Yes, then we should always maintain good body posture. Sitting like this can strain our bones, okay, and it can cause few serious disease related to bone. Then we should play and exercise regularly to keep our bone in a healthy and strong condition, and we should get sufficient amount of vitamin D. Okay, vitamin D is also very important for our bones, so we should get exposure. And from where we can get vitamin D? We can get vitamin D from sunlight. Okay, so now let's move ahead and start with today's class, that is fracture. Yes, so student, what is fracture? Have you heard this word before? You may have. So what is fracture? Fracture is actually cracking or breaking of your bone. And how it may happen? Sometime you may fall down or you may get hurt with a very strong object. That time your bone may get cracked inside. Okay, and how you are going to know about the cracking? It is inside your body. You cannot see your bones. Can you see your bone? No, you cannot see your bone. So then question may arise, how, if crack inside my bone is there, how I am going to know that something has happened in my body or my bones have cracked? The superficial one, anything which happen like bruises or anything which happen on the skin, that you can see with your eyes. But if something happened to your bones, can you see with your eyes? No, you cannot see. So there should be something which help us to see inside our bones, inside our body, that is especially bones. So now doctors have developed that techniques, isn't it? Our scientists have developed X-ray. Yes, so X-ray picture, it tells us about the inside of our body, especially it can detect the bones, their fracture. Is everything okay inside? If there is some irregularities or something different from the normal, they will tell you that something has happened to your bone or your bone has cracked. Okay, so see here, let me tell you, show you a picture here. Yes, Now see here, when an X-ray picture is taken, X-ray, these are special types of rays, okay student? It can detect the abnormalities in your bone. Like for example, see here in this picture, it is an X-ray of a normal hand here. Bones you can see perfectly alright, but see here, you can see a crack there, isn't it? So when, and now question comes, when you will go for X-ray? Yes, you do not know when I should go for X-ray, isn't it? So what happened, when something has happened to your bone inside your body, that time first thing is that particular area gets swollen and you will have extreme pain. Extreme pain mean unbearable pain, and that area becomes swollen. So that time you may think that doctor will refer. Doctor knows that that your whole area is swelling and you are in uncontrolled unbearable pain, so he will advise you to go for X-ray. And when X-ray come na student, then he will analyze, okay, this was the reason, that's why you were having so much swelling there in particular part, okay? And then what he will do, bandage, he will apply plaster there, plaster bandage or plaster cast, it is told, okay? And why does he do that? Because he will make that portion unmovable, okay? You are not supposed to move your hand, and if tightly packed proper plaster is there, the bones heal by themselves, okay? But the condition is that there should not be movement, okay? Now see here also, and after casting the plaster there, and he make it tie a thread or band like that, so that you are not able to move your hand, okay? Movement is avoided whenever bone fracture or crack is there. So when you leave continuously, you leave your hand like this for 3 or 4 months, that time slowly your bones start healing by themselves, okay? There are few cells in our body which do this task. See here in picture also you can see now. See here, there are series of steps in which the various cells in our body, if you are not moving your hand, slowly it is kept like this for few months there, the crack there, they start filling that crack or whatever broken part is there. Now doctor adjust that bone. If it is simply cracked, then he will tie up a bone, but if the bones are misplaced, there can be serious accident also. So if it is misplaced, doctors then they adjust the bone to the proper place, okay? And then they tie a tight bandage there and make it in a proper place and hang it like this, a thread like that, and so that you are not supposed to move your hand. So if you keep your hand in this position for longer time, the cells in our body, especially the cells which are responsible for healing the bones, they start acting, and in 3 or 4 months time they fill the gap there, okay? And this is how our bones are healed when they get fractured, okay? So this was fracturing of bone. And now see this part of your textbook, Be Amazed. It is given in page number 18. Here few interesting facts are shared, like the smallest bone in our body is stapes, okay? And it is present in our ear. Let me share a picture with you here. Yes, see this one, this small bone, see here you have stapes, the smallest bone in our body, and see here how small it is. You can see it's such a small size. See this bone, it is present inside our ears, and they are so small. These are the smallest bone in our body. Yes, now let us see the largest bone in our body, that is femur or thigh bone, this area, okay? These are our thighs, yes, and the bones inside our thighs called femur, these are the largest bone in our body, and in fact they are the strongest also. They are very strong, okay? And now let's move ahead and understand. Let's move ahead and see some of the maths fact and other things. See here, question is, adult human has 27 bones in one hand and 30 bones in one leg. What is the total number of bones in one hand and one leg? Let us do addition. It's very simple. 27 plus 30. What will be the answer? 7 plus 0 is 7. 2 plus 3 is 5. So answer is 57. So total number of bones in one hand and one leg is 57. Okay. Now let's move it here, and one more information is shared here. The social studies fun, again it is given in page number 18 student. No, it is given in page number 19. Okay, so monkeys and human have similar skeletal system, and you may have heard in some movies or news also, or if you are watching Discovery or National Geographic channel, that time you may have heard this sentence that our ancestors were monkeys. Yes, have you heard that line? This is the reason why it is called so. Okay, we and monkeys, they have similar skeletal system. Now let's move ahead and see this one. Till now student, we have deal with human skeletal system, isn't it? And now we are going to deal with few more other animals. Here an example is given here of tortoise. Human skeletal system is inside our body. Can you see it? No, you cannot see it. It is present inside our body. But some of the animals, their skeletal system is not inside. In fact, you can see with your eyes. That type of skeletal system is called exposed skeletal system. And they are present in few animals like tortoise, you can see. And you may see in some more animals. See this one. What is this, student? Tell me. You may have seen this one, very common example. Yes, you are correct, student. This is a snail. What is it? It is a snail. S-N-A-I-L, snail. Okay, these are snails. See, here also you can see this one, the exposed skeletal system. You can see the hard shell here. Yes, in tortoise also the hard shell which is covering the upper body of the tortoise, that hard shell is exposed skeletal system. See here. You can see here now. This one, shell, this is exposed skeletal system. Same here in snail also. And one more example I can show you, that is of hermit crab. Okay, this crab, it is having a shell over its body. This shell, okay, this is shell, S-H-E-L-L, shell. Okay, and this is hermit crab. What is the spelling of hermit crab? H-E-R-M-I-T, hermit crab. Okay, these are also having a exposed skeletal system or shell over its body. Okay, and how? What is the use of this shell, student? It acts as a protection only, okay, to protect that animal. Like our skeletal system, it is also, it's one more, it's one of the benefit or uses of our skeletal system is protection. Here also it is protection. Now let's see here. Until now we have dealt about the animals which are having skeletal system, some having inside our body like human being, some have exposed skeletal system, okay, outside our body in the form of shell, tortoise, snail, hermit crab. Now we are up to an animal like earthworm. Okay, you may have seen earthworm. They do not have a skeletal system. Okay, they are very slippery type of thing. See here, this earthworm. You can see here. This earthworm, they do not have skeletal system. Okay, they creep on the surface and they do not have skeletal system. They are very slippery, very fragile type of animals. Okay, so though they do not have skeletal system, please remember that. And so this was for today's class, student. Hope you enjoyed the class and learned many new things in this class, isn't it? share your experience. You can tell me if any suggestions you are having, you can message me. Okay, students, and now let's summarize what are the things we have learned in today's class. We have learned about cracking and breaking of bone is called fracture. Yes, and fracture, how can we detect fracture? If we can detect fracture through x-rays. Okay, and how to treat a fracture of bone or cracking of bone by applying plaster there. Okay, plaster, plaster. And bones heal by themselves if they are kept there for without moving or in immovable position for few months. That time they start healing by themselves. Few cells in our body are present, they help in this particular healing process. Okay, and we have learned about few interesting facts also, like the smallest bone in our body is stapes inside our ear. Hope you enjoyed the picture which I have shared with you. Then the longest bone is in our thighs, that is called femur. And some of the animals have exposed skeletal system. Example was tortoise. Yes, then snail was there. And one more example is, yes, do you remember? I forgot. You remember? Yes, it is hermit crab. Okay, and a few of the animals like snail, they do not have it only. Okay, so let's stop it here for today. Okay, and we are going to meet in our next class. Bye bye.